Now, I wasn't sure whether to ask you about this, but I'm going to ask you because I think asking you this shows resolve and resilience, and I think people will learn from it, which is why I'm going to ask you it. But um, you obviously had your first restaurant and you've grown that into double figures, which is amazing. And you did that within 10 years. And 5 years ago, you're already witnessing issues around a virus of another sort, which was tricky, wasn't it, for you, the Norovirus? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean that was hideous. I was on maternity leave at the time with my third child, and I will never forget the call out I got from my business partner Mark, saying we've got this dreadful thing that's happening, and somehow the virus had come in our food chain, and it had spread, and yeah, we made a lot of people sick, and it was dreadful. The one saving grace for us, I feel, from our perspective, was that very quickly we could trace that it was norovirus and not food poisoning, which for us was really important because we've always had such high standards in our kitchens. But but actually, regardless, for a lot of people, members of the public, they didn't really get that difference, and our takings dropped off a cliff straight after it because it hit every kind of major newsstand and television channel, and it was dire. It was absolutely dire. It's like having the rug firmly pulled from underneath you. But I think we learnt a huge amount. I mean, in everything we did after that, we've got lots of companies have company values, but we have always really believed in our company values, and we use them as properly defining principles to guide us in how we acted in those weeks after the outbreak. Things like our lawyers saying, for goodness sake, don't apologise. The moment you apologise, you're accepting culpability and you're opening yourselves to all sorts of lawsuits. So just the first thing you do is just don't apologise. But of course, when we looked at our values of humility um, and, um, and other values, the first thing we had to do was say sorry, because
Mm.
we'd ruined people's experiences and made people sick. So that was literally the first thing we did was put our hands up and tell our customers what was going on.